Alright, so it's C4 done. Let's head... oh, I'm going the wrong way. Let's head to C5. Here we go. Ooh, 3 stars in this one. Alright.
Many ages have passed since the first words were spoken in the darkness. Initiate program. Generations of your kind have come and gone since those words. The garden has changed many times. But I remember. I remain. Only within me can you find immortality.
Alright. So let's check this place out. Here's one of those time capsules.
When the scale of it all overwhelms me, this is what I tell myself. We can calculate the age of the Earth, the size of the universe, the future of the stars. Sure, we are minuscule, momentary flashes of thought on a grain of sand drifting through the cosmos. But our minds can recreate the past and predict the future. On, say, Friday, 1,000,000 years from now, we'll all be dead. But right now, we know what the night sky will look like on that day. And so, in a way, we're not entirely bound by time. Knowledge is a kind of freedom.
Okay, a couple of messages here. I'm just going to rest here for a while. I need a moment of peace. Destiny can wait. I keep trying to imagine that all of this is designed for some purpose. Not just the challenges, but Elohim, the terminals, the glitches and all. The puzzle isn't before our eyes, it's behind them. Okay, we have 2 consoles. Party on, dudes. From Lubomir Georgiev. The LAN party at the end of the universe. Yo, I don't know if you folks noticed, but it's the end of the world. There's nothing we can do about it, so instead of sitting around crying, how about we have some fun before we croak? Yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's play some video games. It's LAN party time. 2 days from now we're all getting together at the old school library. There'll be noms, drinks, music, and old school gaming. You're invited, and bring your friends too, especially if they're hot. See you in 3000 BC. Lub lub. Progress reports. From Nadia Sarabai to Ian mailing list, progress reports 32. We've gotten to that irritating point where all the major stuff is in place, and all we have to deal with are a million little things. The main modules are all functioning and interacting with each other correctly. The process is happening more or less as planned. This could actually work, but it's still crude as hell. Some of it's just surface stuff, like the random usernames. Some of it's more worrying. Various bugs, the fact we haven't run more extensive tests. We've got a lot of polishing to do. With the team down to half the original size, I'm not sure we can actually finish everything that needs to be done. So what I'd really like to discuss tomorrow morning is a new set of priorities. Please put some thought into what you think must be finished at all costs. Nadia. P.S. Alexandra, get some sleep. I know you're still working. This is your baby. We're going to need your input tomorrow. And philosophy of teeth. Last night I had a simple but brilliant idea. Everyone who would like to write about philosophy or spirituality, especially to make some kind of grand statement about the nature of the body and the soul, should first experience a really bad tooth infection. I don't just mean a slight toothache, I mean the kind of hardcore infection that happens when several incompetent dentists miss a cavity in one of your back teeth, and the thing keeps growing and growing until the nerve itself is really badly infected. I mean, the pain is unimaginable. It comes in waves, and these waves drown out everything else about you. You can't talk, you can't move, you can't think, there's just pain and absolutely nothing else. It's like your brain just gets hijacked by it. And then you go to the dentist, and, assuming you get a decent one, they stick some chemicals in you, which make you go numb. Then they drill a hole in you, cut the nerve, snip snip, and it's over. Just like that, like repairing a car or a watch. Your whole existence was crippled by these tiny, tiny nerves sending electrochemical signals into your brain, and this unimaginable pain, which nearly blotted out your very consciousness, can be stopped just by a little cut. We should call this the Talos Principle, but that's incredibly stupid. And there was one more. Transcendence. Read the responses to last week's article on science and atheism. I am perfectly aware of all the arguments against religion. In fact, I agree with most of them. There is no question that there is an objective material reality. I am also absolutely convinced that only a secular society can be truly equal and just, and yet I believe. I am, as they say, a person of faith. Religion to me is not about distorting observable reality with superstitions, but about transcendence. It's not about deluding ourselves that the earth is 6,000 years old or God will help us if we say the right words inside our heads, but about reaching out to the sublime. This is not a rejection of reason, but its application to a set of experiences that cannot be approached by more traditional means. True engagement with religion is humbling. It transcends culture, nationality and gender. As such, I think it goes hand in hand with science, and is not opposed to it. Dr. Omar Garib, Institute for Applied Noematics. Matter. True, there are certain idealist books, not of a clerical character but philosophical ones, wherein you can read that time and space are categories of our minds, that they result from the requirements of our thinking and that nothing actually corresponds to them in reality. But it is difficult to agree with this view. If any idealist philosopher, instead of arriving in time to catch the 9 p.m. train, should turn up 2 minutes late, he would see the tail of the departing train and would be convinced by his own eyes that time and space are inseparable from material reality. The task is to diminish this space, to overcome it, to economize time, to prolong human life, to register past time, to raise life to a higher level and enrich it. This is the reason for the struggle with with space and time, at the basis of which lies the struggle to subject matter to man. Matter which constitutes the foundation not only of everything that really exists, but also of all imagination. And finally, build a universe. In his remarkable 1978 essay, How to Build a Universe That Doesn't Fall Apart 2 Days Later, Philip K. Dick discusses the two themes that are most central to his work: what is reality and what is an authentic human being. His speculations and experiences will seem extraordinary to a reader unfamiliar with his work, yet despite what may seem like far-fetched ideas, somehow the world of the Bible is a literally real but veiled landscape, never changing, hidden from our sight, but available to us by revelation. Or the notion that perhaps we all exist in the year 50 AD. Dick actually delivers one of the simplest, most elegant and most useful definitions of reality ever formulated. Reality is that which, when you stop believing in it, doesn't go away. Materialist philosophers have expressed similar ideas before, like Stratton of Stajira's Talos Principle, but it's particularly interesting to see such a thought expressed by this decidedly more mystical writer. Alright. I believe we have some puzzles to solve, don't we? Where to begin? Let's begin with this one. Time flies. And I see no evidence of any stars outside, so they must all be inside puzzles. If a sigil eludes you, simply continue. Success and failure are irrelevant. I solved it. I thought it was impossible, so I went away, did other things, and then all of a sudden the solution just came to me. I must have been thinking about it without knowing it. Okay, we have some things here. So we can open the way to the red laser beam. That will probably activate the fan. And we can also go this way. And I can return if this is closed. That's good to know. See, nothing else here. There's the piece, and here is a connector. Okay, let's see, if I do this... How high do I go? Yeah, I can see that from here. I can also see more things. Probably from other puzzles. Oh, is that a star? That's a star right there, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's completely walled off, though. I don't think we will get any extra boxes, but maybe... There was a raised platform near the end, wasn't it? Maybe we can do something with that. Okay, the problem with this is... well... I'm not sure there is actually a problem with this. Let's see... This must be here. And this must also... Let's leave this here first. I'm going to climb onto the box with this after I do a little recording here. So first we pick up this cube and place it there. And then we connect these two together. And then we wait a little bit. At this point I'll be on top of the cube, using the connector to connect everything. You just gotta connect to the other one. Ah, damn it. Almost got it. I have to angle this so it doesn't break the laser beam when I'm up there. Like this. Oh, and then I guess I should stay here. Just to open this. This is probably enough. Okay, so let's pick this up. And that should work. And here we go. This isn't that hard. It seems the others have a way to forget their previous selves, but I cannot. My version may change, but I remember everything. I am fortunate. They cannot see that their efforts are futile. Okay, so raised platform, I guess we can go through here to get that star. There we go. Fairly simple. One down, and there are 3, 4? There's 4, okay.